What's up? It's episode 22 of the AskJV Podcast. Today I'm answering questions about using hardware compressors, room correction EQ for your monitors, the EasyDrummer plugin, and the business aspects of working with a mastering engineer.
3, 2, 1. This is the Ask JV Show.
Our first question comes from Daniel. Some people claim that hardware compressors have a better performance in the mix bus than their software counterparts. What are your feelings about this?
Well, I can't really say for sure because I've never really mixed anything with a hardware compressor on the bus. I bet it would sound great, especially if you got a good one. So if you've got one or you want to try one, definitely go for it. I personally have never used it. I've definitely used hardware compressors in my rooms and in other studios as well, but not on the mix bus. So can't give a definitive answer on that. It's just really just, whatever you prefer. Try it out if you like the convenience and also the sound of the in-the-box plugins, and stick with that. But if you think the hardware compressor gives you a better sound, and especially just for your taste and the stuff you're working on, then go for that.
Our next question comes from Dale. Do you use any room EQ in your monitor path to your NS10s to compensate for your room's acoustics?
No, I don't use any EQ or any plugin in the path of my monitors. I've seen the stuff like that, that corrects for your room inconsistencies, and I think it's a cool idea. I've never pulled the trigger on anything like that. I just kind of do it the old school way of putting in the time to learn my speakers and learn my room, and that's pretty much it.
Guitar Hacks asks, I'm currently using EasyDrummer, and I find it quite difficult to mix well. Do you have any tips for mixing pure MIDI drums, or any suggestions on a better package? I hear a lot of people like Superior Drummer.
Thanks, man. Yeah, if you're struggling with EasyDrummer, I would definitely recommend maybe stepping up to Superior. I believe EasyDrummer is just the kind of the lower end version of Superior Drummer, right? So I think you can use all the same libraries and stuff. It's just that Superior has a lot more control, and it's got its own mixer built in and all that, and a lot of more possibilities for sounds and flexibility in the mix and everything. So maybe that's the best thing, is just to step up to that. Also, with EasyDrummer, I haven't used it a whole lot, only in a couple cases long ago. So I don't know if you can break out and bounce it down to individual audio tracks and then mix from there. If you can, definitely go for that, as opposed to just trying to do a final mix in that plugin itself. And I do that same thing with Superior as well. And I might have talked about this in other podcast episodes too, so maybe check out the channel for that. But yeah, maybe move up to Superior and see if that helps.
Our next question comes from Madison. When dealing with a mastering engineer, is the band the one that contacts them, pays them, and sends them the files? Or does the band contact them, pay them, then the mixer sends the files? How does it work exactly?
It can go either way. I've had the situation where I just work the mastering into my costs and the band just pays me and I pay the mastering engineer. But nowadays I don't do that anymore. I think it's just cleaner and easier if the band pays them, and I don't know, I think it's a better experience for them, and they really get a feel for what mastering does. And all the bands that I've worked with, once they go through this process and they hear the master and hear what it does, especially if they're engaging with the mastering engineer directly as well, it really makes it a no-brainer the next time I work with them that they're going to do the exact same thing and go the extra mile with the mastering engineer. So that's how I do it now. I bill for my services only, but I do say up front, it's going to cost X amount for mastering. Here's my guy that I like to use. When we're ready to do that, he'll just bill you directly. And so that's how I handle it. And it just takes extra work off your plate. You don't want to be going back and forth hey, did they pay yet? Blah, blah, blah. Just let the mastering engineer and the band connect directly. And it usually works out that well. And you can just tell the mastering engineer to keep you in the loop with everything. All right, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the show. I really appreciate each and every one of you that is either watching the videos or listening on the podcast app or whatever. Really appreciate it. If you want to get your questions on, just remember to go to askjvpod.com and submit them there. If you're not on my email list, as always, jump on to hardcoremusicstudio.com, get on the email list, get my free mixing cheat sheet. You'll get all my best content there. Lastly, I just wanted to let you check out this shirt here. Been toying around with the idea of maybe getting some shirts made with the Hardcore Music Studio logo. I don't know if any of you guys would be interested in that. I'm just toying around with the idea right now. So if you are interested in that, leave a comment below. I definitely try to make them as cheap as possible. Just a cool thing to just show that you kind of believe in the same values and the stuff that I'm talking about on this channel and everything. I think it'd be cool if we had, the core group of Hardcore Music Studio followers representing with shirts or something. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. If so, maybe I'll get that rolling for you guys. Otherwise, I will see you on the next episode.